Welcome back to Aging and Awesome. What could be important enough to bring the Federal Trade Commission to Reno? Well, concerns about consumer protection, of course. Here's a look at the Better Business Bureau's recent seminar addressing them.
The Better Business Bureau was instrumental in bringing the Federal Trade Commission here a few weeks ago to bring us all up to date on protecting ourselves from costly scams.
We also share with law enforcement, so the Federal Trade Commission talked about Consumer Sentinel earlier, and so that data goes, I believe, almost on a daily basis now to the Federal Trade Commission.
Some trends continue.
Younger adults are more likely to fall for like an online shopping scam.
While young people might be scammed more often, when it's elderly people, it's more money taken.
And some scams you hear about elsewhere are here in Nevada as well.
Okay, what was the big difference between 2021 and 2022 for things that are reported?
Well, there were, I think, two notable trends. We saw a real uptick in investments, people reporting losses to investment scams, like cryptocurrency scams. The losses almost doubled from 2021. And then also business imposter scams, which are an entity is impersonating a legitimate business. Those scams just really skyrocketed, and they continue to.
You know, when you get emails from websites that sure look like they are legitimate, don't trust them.
Something that I will say is specific to Nevada is we're seeing a lot of solar scams because there are a lot of solar companies in Nevada because it's a very sunny place. So there are legitimate solar companies here, but then of course wherever there's an industry, they're going to be the bad actors that come in and try to scam people.
So if you are approached by one, take your time. Don't let anyone rush you.
I would say when it's door-to-door sales, a lot of the time the scammers, but even some legitimate door-to-door salespeople, unfortunately use high-pressure sales tactics. Sign right away, do this, sign on the dotted line, let's do it today, let's get this deal closed. And scammers will do the same thing, right? Because they don't want you to go ahead and research if they're legitimate or not. So I would say hesitate, stop, really think about the contract, really think about what you're signing on to. Don't feel pressured to sign it that same day. Maybe ask for a copy and review it with a friend or friends or family. You're in control. You're the customer. You're the one who would potentially be paying the money. So don't feel like they can control the situation.
And whether online, on the phone, in the mail, or at your door, one rule always applies.
Be very cautious on who you're giving money to or who you're giving your personal information to. Make sure you know who they are. Double check.
Rick Dutton is a consumer affairs investigator. He sees all kinds of scams in Nevada and has his own set of rules to follow.
Best advice is prior to a sale, do your research. See if the business has a return policy, a refund policy. Pay by credit card if you can, because there's additional protections. And if a person promises you something prior to a sale, get it in writing.
It's true that scams seem to morph, making keeping up with them tough.
It's always a cat and mouse game. They're as soon as we're onto one and kind of that one dies because a lot of people are aware of it and can spot the red flags, they'll come up with a new twist.
But there was some good news at the seminar. While complaints here in Nevada are up,
the total amount of complaints last year was over 3,000 complaints. And that was up about 500 complaints from the year previous.
The work by investigators like Rick, who hold businesses accountable, is paying off.
And last year, we were able to get back for consumers in restitution $1.7 million.
So if you fall victim to a scammer, don't be embarrassed, be proactive, and report it. For more info on the Better Business Bureau's Scam Tracker, how to report and how to track scams in our area, head to our website, agingandawesome.com, and click on the Featured Segments tab.